The following video has been made available with closed captions for the hard of hearing and in described video for the visually impaired. Please visit the description below for more details. Phones tend to have a lot shorter of an average lifespan when compared to laptops and other mobile electronics, and generally, they have new models releasing more frequently. In general, people tend to replace them more often. This could be because people use them more often, but I think it's because the software support ends sooner than most. If you're lucky, it would be within a couple of years of purchasing it, but could be immediately after purchasing for some. This is the case at least with most Android phones. This phone, however, is an exception, and it is currently my daily driver. It released 5 years ago, and it is the iPhone 6s. The iPhone 6 and 6s are famous for changing the design language of a lot of Apple devices, even some we see today. They went from a sharp box-like design language to a smoother, rounded design. However, if you see the iPhone 6s pop up in a conversation, it is probably because it is still one of the supported devices in iOS 13. I think that alone is a really good reason to recommend this device, but that simply isn't the full story. This phone's internal specs aren't really anything worth discussing because they can't easily be compared with any other phone that isn't an iPhone. In terms of hardware that we can talk about, the screen is a bit dated. I came from a Samsung Galaxy S6 before this, and it had a 1440p OLED display, so I was expecting this phone to get destroyed with its LCD that runs a bit over 720p. But to my surprise, this phone is only slightly less sharp, and really is perfectly acceptable, even today. The colors are perfectly acceptable, and though the screen is no stunner, I actually really like it. I now no longer have to worry about OLED burn-in, which is important for a used phone. A screen replacement is also only about $10 compared to the $100 for the OLED, and the procedure is also a lot easier. The overall build is still fantastic, and this is the last flagship iPhone with a headphone jack. In terms of usability, I think most users will find that this phone does just about everything a new phone can at a reasonable speed. I personally have not found many slowdowns myself. The only problem with this phone is that it has a tiny battery. It doesn't last anywhere as long as it should. I would say you would get maybe 3 or 4 hours of battery out of it from my experience. Charging the phone is not particularly fast either, but replacement batteries aren't too expensive, nor is the repair too difficult to do. In terms of software, this phone offers a lot. It is still compatible with just about every app I need, and it comes with some of Apple's new AR tricks, like its really cool Measure app. You also, of course, get iMessage and FaceTime capabilities. Apple's privacy policy is class-leading. Finally, this phone's camera is actually surprisingly good. I've never had a problem just taking pictures of loved ones. Just don't expect to do any photography. There are better phones for that purpose. The iPhone 6 in 2020 isn't a bad phone. In fact, it does almost everything you need a modern phone to do. If you're on a budget and you don't really care about most of the fancy features, this phone will handle the fundamentals. Just beware that you may have to carry a battery bank along with you or get a replacement battery. Frankly, for a cell phone to have this long of an expected lifespan is quite impressive, and I think if you need a phone for around $100 or so, there are worse choices. At this price range, it would be nearly impossible to find a phone matching this build quality, design, and overall experience. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, visit our channel. Also, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you would like notifications for our channel as well. Have a nice day!